Hi besties, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my June TBR video because I literally forgot about this video, this topic. I did my monthly reading wrap up. If you haven't seen my last video, go watch it. It's my monthly reading wrap up, but I did that video and I totally forgot that I wanted to do a TBR video as well for June. So here we are. If you don't know what TBR stands for, it's basically your to be read list of books or to be read pile of books, basically the books that you want to read. And I kind of try to do this every single month. So this video is for the month of June. Also, this is an extra video for this week, you guys. Do not worry. I'm uploading this Friday, so basically you're gonna get 3 videos this week, so that's exciting. The bookshelf tour is coming Sunday instead of Saturday. I was gonna do it Saturday, but then I realized that I wanted to do this video as well, and I didn't want to have the videos back to back, so Friday, this video, and Sunday, the bookshelf tour. So don't miss that video and subscribe down below and turn on the notification bell so you get notified when I upload more videos. And yeah, let's get started. Let's talk about the books that I want to read this month. So first I want to talk about something that I've been doing the past couple of weeks to, I would say, yeah, the last month, I would say. I've been reading one romance book and then one fantasy book and then so on, because I've been wanting to read more fantasy books. But what happens to me is when I finish a romance book, I'm or just destroyed from the book, or just don't want to read romance again, so I pick up a fantasy book or another type of book that doesn't have to do anything with romance. And when I finish the fantasy book, I have the same feeling, okay, now I do want to read a romance book, just cleansing my palate every time I read a book. So that's my system. I'm explaining this because I have quite a few fantasy books and romance books for my TBR. So I was planning on reading this book last month, the month of May, but I didn't have a chance to read it, and I'm gonna read it this month. This is The Infinity Between Us by N.S. Perkins. So this is the same author of A Risk on Forever, which is this book, and I've talked about this book before in other videos and on my TikTok, and this book is so freaking good, you guys. It's so good. And she came out with another book, so you bet that I'm gonna read this book. And it's also a summer romance. Yeah, I've heard it's kind of like a childhood best friends to lovers. It's also a summer romance with that beach house setting. You know what I mean? So perfect for summer. It looks so good. I love the cover. I do want to buy the book because I got this as an ARC, so thank you so much to the author. But I did want to buy the book to support the author. This is the first book that I am going to read. Yeah, I think one of my new favorite tropes is summer, beach house, childhood best friends to lovers. So as I said, I'm gonna read a fantasy book next. So I'm probably going to read the second book of the Throne of Glass series, which is Crown of Midnight. If I remember correctly, I already bought it. I have it on my Kindle. I'm gonna put it here. I have it on my Kindle. That's why I can show you the physical copy. I do plan on getting each copy, physical copy of the entire series. I read the first book in May. If you haven't watched my last video, it was amazing. I loved it, and I'm really intrigued of what's gonna happen in the second book, so really excited about that one. So yeah, this is probably going to be my second read after my romance book. So next romance book is probably, so the book is The Summer of Broken Rules by K.L. Walther. And first of all, this is one of my new favorite covers. I love everything about this cover. Doesn't it scream summer? And I really hope that I like this book because I'm gonna have a new author to buy from, and yeah, that's gonna be exciting. It's all fun and games until someone loses their heart. I just know that I'm gonna cry. Probably I'm gonna cry with this book, but you know what? I just love summer romances. That is probably the third book. Then I think I want to read I don't know what you call this, what genre you call this, to be honest. Historical fiction book. I don't know. So this is The Librarian Spy by Madeline Martin, and this is the book. So it actually came out yesterday, so if you want to get this book, you can get it now. But I'm just so intrigued by this book. Like, I love, first, obviously, the word librarian drew me in, you know? Okay, so it's also based on World War II. I'm gonna read the back of the book because I'm really intrigued and I want you guys to also kind of know about this book. Okay. Ava thought her job as a librarian at the Library of Congress would mean a quiet, routine existence. But an unexpected offer from the US military has brought her to Lisbon with a new mission: posing as a librarian while working undercover as a spy gathering intelligence. Meanwhile, in occupied France, Elaine has begun an apprenticeship at a printing press run by members of the resistance. It's a job usually reserved for men, but in the war, those rules have been forgotten. Yet she knows that the Nazis are searching for the press and its printer in order to silence them. As the battle in Europe rages, Ava and Elaine find themselves connecting through coded messages and discovering hope in the face of war. If you like historical fiction, this sounds so good. Okay, next romance books I want to read because you guys probably know, or if you don't know, The Summer I Turned Pretty, the TV show, is airing June, I think the last week of June. So you bet that I need to finish the series because I've only read the first book, which is, well, The Summer I Turned Pretty. But I still need to finish the other two books. So I'm definitely going to read them back to back because they're really short and I do really want to read these books before like watching the TV show because I just want to compare it and like I just want to finish the series before watching the TV show. Okay, lastly, I have two fantasy books that I have like just in case, or like read one of these instead of the others that I just mentioned. So I have first An Ember in the Ashes, which I did have in my previous TBR video, and I did not get a chance to read it. So yeah, I do want to read it obviously, but it just seems a little bit intimidating because it's huge. So yeah, it's definitely in my TBR and I know it's gonna be a series, so I have to get to it. But it's an option for the month. And I also have Fable, Fable, which I got like a year ago, literally like almost a year ago, and I never read it. I know there are like a lot of mixed opinions on this book. You know what? I just like want to give it a try because I've always been like really intrigued by this book. So I hope I get to it. Let's see what happens. But okay guys, those are all the books that I have on my TBR for the month of June. I hope I get to them. Obviously the goal is to read every single one of them. So I hope you guys liked it. Let me know in the comments which book you are really excited to read this month. And yeah, subscribe down below if you want to see, and if you want to get notifications about the bookshelf tour that's coming this Sunday. So yeah, that's it. I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching, and I will see you Sunday. Bye.
Oh, corks and bottles ready to pop out. Oh, no more crying. We are knocking out another year of new loves.